What's up, everybody? I just want to quickly update everybody on my TRT adventure here, trying to fix the libido. I am on week 4. I'm sorry. I actually am on week 5. I just started yesterday, week 5. So I got a full 4th week in of TRT twice a week, 80 milligram, Cypionate. Mainly, I've been injecting in my quad. I had 2 semi-bad experiences so far. Um, I decided to try to inject a little further up on the left quad, and I don't know, maybe it was near a nerve. I can't say I hit a nerve because that probably would have been extra painful. But it was sharper and it was more lingering and it was different. It was not the usual where it's almost painless sometimes, but this time it was very painful. Other time was yesterday. I injected my right leg, and it wasn't even that painful. But after I was done, I kind of like felt a little weird, and I don't know. I'm thinking maybe a little bit of it seeped into my blood vessels. I'm not trying to freak anybody out because I know it's like almost impossible to die from this in these areas that we're supposed to be injecting at, like the quad and the side glute and the lateral delt, which I eventually want to explore those areas, especially after these little incidents that I've been dealing with. Just for those who are ever curious about injecting these darn needles, because it's always been a thing for me. I hate needles. But overall, it's really not that bad. I got so used to it. I'm just overthinking some stuff sometimes. Anyways, you guys want to know the results here? Week 5. I'm on the beginning of week 5, and I can tell you right now, the results that I have are very consistent. They're not much. They're not much to report on. And from week 1 to now, maybe I have slightly better concentration, a little bit more calmness. I've gained a little bit of weight, maybe more like water retention rather than muscle. Still have muscle from building the past 3 years without the TRT, but I hope I get some muscle off of this, and I expect to in the coming months, and maybe I might need a higher dose. Who knows? Just because of the lack of results that I'm getting. My libido, the biggest thing, is what I'm trying to get here. I gotta mention something here that's very important. I'm also on aromatase inhibitors, which help block the conversion of the testosterone into estrogen. Because I'm on TRT, they expect a lot of extra estrogen basically from the conversion. Because when your testosterone's a little high, it starts to convert over to the estrogen, and then you start to get man boobs and all that other stuff, sometimes pain. So I've been taking these things. I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's killing my libido. Maybe that's why I haven't felt anything yet. So I got a little impatient, and I actually stopped taking that aromatase inhibitor. So now my estrogen's probably spiking right now. Um, and it's only been a couple days I've been since I was supposed to take it, so I can't really report yet on how much different it is. But it's so far I feel the same overall. But I did have a couple days where my libido felt normal again. At least I can actually have sex and actually desire it again. And that was 2 days in a row. And maybe I'm just I didn't do anything in the past 24 hours, so maybe I'm just recovering. But let's see, maybe by tomorrow, if I feel good again, maybe that's a start. That means it's a slight increase in my libido. So I'm keeping a close eye on that. That's like my gauger. That's how I know if things are working, because that's my biggest symptom. I've always been able to build muscle, although I still have some fat on the belly. Um, but I got a good amount of muscle overall underneath the fat. But I hope that fat kind of goes away with this TRT without even trying. I'm kind of maybe asking for too much. But Yeah, other than that, a lot of people report, everybody's experience is different with this TRT thing, where sometimes they come from like 50 to 200 total testosterone. They get on TRT and then they get results on day one. That wasn't me. I was at 300 a long time ago, but I went to enclomiphene first, which got my testosterone up to 820, which is probably where I'm supposed to be naturally. Now that wasn't high enough for me because I didn't really feel any different, honestly, from 300 to 820. So, uh, so I went from that to TRT, and now I'm hoping on this medium dose of 80 milligrams twice a week TRT. I won't be getting my blood results, by the way, probably for like at least another month or so. So I could see where I'm going to be at. Maybe I'm hoping maybe like 1200, 1300. But then again, we test when you're on TRT, you want to test your testosterone when it's at its lowest. So that means I'll be getting my blood tests the day of my injection. I'm supposed to, because when you inject over a course of a couple days, it goes up and it goes back down, and we're gonna be testing right in this area down here. So if I come back at, let's say, 800, I might want to increase my dose so that my low is going to be at like 1,000. For some people, they're going to consider that that's basically steroids or, performance enhancing drugs at that point. It could be, maybe not. I don't know. Everybody's body is different, but I think maybe I need more because I just don't feel much different from the enclomiphene right now at this point. So there's always a possibility I might get off of TRT altogether if this doesn't work for me. And I'll just have to explore other things that are affecting my libido, which is other hormones like prolactin, things like that. But yeah, sorry that there's not too much. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up or let them down because they say it could take up to 2 months to really feel it for other people. I watched so many other videos of other experiences, and they say they feel good. They didn't feel anything at first for the first month or so, and then by month two, they're like, "I'm fixed." I feel better than ever. So I'm hoping there's just gonna be some light switch that just turns on for me, and my libido is just gonna be like I'm a young man again. That's the goal, because it's tied in with your motivation, and that's really what it comes down to. And although I'm doing well for myself and everything, I'm hanging in there. I got kids to motivate me and stuff like that. I just want that spark. I want my mojo back, and so far TRT hasn't done it for me just yet, but I do still have hope. I think it's still a little early on. Just begun my fifth week. I noticed some little things here. I don't know if you can see it. I have a little bit of acne right here. I don't have it on the right arm, but it's definitely on the left. So that's another little thing I noticed. That was definitely tied to TRT because I never had that before. Other than that, there's no other changes. Anything that you can assume, just assume it, because there's no other changes. My testicles are still the same size. Um, my energy levels, they're probably similar to how they were before. Maybe a little bit better. It's so hard to gauge these things because then you start changing the way you eat. You start changing, like maybe it's that. Maybe you change too many things at the same time. You don't know what's working. So I'm trying not to change too much. But overall, TRT week 5, just maybe a little bit better, 5% better. Okay, guys. Sorry for the rant. I hope some of you guys who can relate to this is helpful. Reach out to me, ask any questions you have. I'll be updating on probably week 7 in another 2 weeks, unless I radically feel better. Then I'll announce it right away. Otherwise, about another 2 weeks, I'll post in my update in this adventure, and we're gonna get this figured out. And I think a lot of you guys, it'll help out. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one.